Ha 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 ha. It's time for the Week 5 wrap-up with yours truly, Smutty, your commissioner. Hello, everybody. How you doing? Great being back with you this week for another wrap-up. Yes! It's the Week 5 wrap-up. We are going to start with, well, let's start with our first team here, okay? We're going to start off with the biggest upset this past weekend. This is the Postman versus the Ass Stars. Looks like Little P's bye week with Peterson. Might have came into play with a loss. Don't know. The Ass Stars had a good showing, though, by Phillip Rivers. Yep, he's still got it, P. Frank Gore and Odell Beckham Jr. Not good enough, though, when pitted up against the Postmans. Aaron Rodgers, Devonta Freeman, and DeAndre Hopkins. This just goes back to if you have D or Dion or anything like that in your name, you're probably a good NFL player. Rarely do I mention a kicker, but I also want to mention the New York Giants' Josh Brown. The quick and dirty of this, a major upset for the Ass Stars. Therefore, I'm giving the Little P the I Got Screwed trophy. Of course, I need to pay respect where respect is due. The Antelope Postmen are also getting not one, but 2 trophies this week. The big winner of the week is you, as well as your number 1 in the PPFL. Nice job, Pedro. We are all proud of you. Next up, let's take a look at a big, gigantic shit show. This is the Swine Smokers versus Niners Suck. Where do I start? Well, how about the terrible showing from the Smokers team in general? Nearly all single digits scored, with the exception of the Bengals tight end. On the flip side, Niners Suck didn't have anything amazing going on, with the exception of one player, a man that I hate. Eli fucking Manning. I swear that fucking guy is a curse to me. Not only was this painful loss for me, it was a complete shit show. I also had to watch the 49ers throw away a win on the road, MetLife Stadium, by the way. That's an inside joke between me and Cheney, by the way. In the last 90 seconds of the game, yeah, that's right. Oh, I thought they were going to do it. That's why I wore the Niners jersey today. Alex Smith jersey, nonetheless. At any rate, as for trophies, we're going to start with the Niners Suck. I am giving you guys Lady Luck. You know why, Mr. Cheney? Well, it's because that amazing performance by Eli Manning, I think it was just luck. Fuck that guy. As for the Swine Smokers with only 66.6 points earned, yes, man, I tell you, this is the Swine Smokers from previous years, is it not? I'm giving myself the shittiest team of the week. I'm also awarding myself more trophies. Yes, because I'm the commission. I can do that kind of shit, right? So I'm getting if only as well, because had I started Allen Robinson and Doug Martin, who were sitting on my bench, then I would have taken a big fat shit on Cheney's chest. That's right, I would have won. And one more, just because I really sucked, and this is fair. I think you'll all agree. Humiliation sucks because I feel like less of a man for losing to Jim Cheney and his shitty-ass team. Let's just say it, right? Moving on, how about we take a look at the Bears versus Fear of a Dwarf Planet. Interesting fact, by the way, Pops is the only PPFL owner in the history since year 1 of the PPFL. He is the only owner that has never once changed his logo or his team name. Laziness or devotion to the Bears? You decide, my friends. No surprise here, with Brady back from his bye week and a little bit of rest. He had another good game, 275 yards, 2 touchdowns. In the world of Brady, that's just mediocre, right? But 34.3 fantasy points, can't get around that, right? Steelers defense also had a good game. 1 interception, a fumble recovery, and a touchdown. Boom! Shakalaka. On the flip side, the Dwarfs, they released Alex Smith after they used him as a bye week replacement for Cam Newton. Okay, I guess I get that, right? A so-so game for Smith, 181 yards, 1 touchdown. God, I wish he was still a Niner. Although Cap, let's not pull straws here, all right? Cap did okay this past week, right? At any rate, when push comes to shove, the Bears took it down for the win in Week 5. Nice job, Pops. How about we take a look at 2 teams that no one in the PPFL gives 2 shits about? That's the Dorks Awaken versus the Knights Templar. Okay, I'm sorry. That was mean. I admit that was mean. Hey, Dorks, I bet you're feeling good about Andy Dalton, 331 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 35 fantasy points for you, my friend. What a steal, considering that not everybody may know this, but you picked him up off the waivers on September 30th. That was like a few weeks ago. After struggling with Kaepernick, I don't blame you, by the way, with releasing Kaepernick. Can't fault you there. Also, great showing by Green Bay's James Jones and Carlos Hyde. Yep, that's right. I am complimenting a 49er. On the flip side, the Knights didn't look too shabby either. Drew Brees had a rough game, 335 yards and 2 touchdowns equals pure awesomeness. However, if you look past that, you see the interception and 2 fumbles. With that said, I'm awarding the Knights with close but no cigar that trophy because you only had 5.9 fantasy points that separated you, my friend, from the win. And instead, you let Jason take it down. Shame on you. And last but certainly not least, how about the PC Police? Taking on Best on Paper. I am certainly going to stop giving Paul Rementer, Big P, shit for starting Tyrod Taylor. While it wasn't an amazing game for him, he still pulled out 24 fantasy points for the PC Police. So how about that? Bell, see, I'm not even going to use his first name, by the way. Bell also had a great game with 111 yards rushing and a touchdown. And how about that Broncos defense? Now, there's a reason I'm bringing up the Broncos defense. I mean, sure, they were playing Oakland, which is why I'm calling this out, right? 1 interception, 2 fumble recoveries, 1 touchdown, and a partridge in a pear tree. That's right, against Oakland. As for the Best on Paper, you can't catch a break, buddy. Shaking my head for you right now. While many of you probably disagree, is it time for Peyton Manning to retire? That's going to be one of the polls on the PPFL main league website. Yes or no? Should Peyton Manning retire? Please move your mouse to the right of this video, okay? And do the poll. It should be there in the right-hand margin. Okay, I want to know if you guys agree or disagree with me. He hasn't gone a game this season without throwing an interception. With Jamal Charles on injured reserve, by the way, Danny, with Jamal Charles on injured reserve with an ACL injury, things aren't going to get any easier for you, my friend, and I feel bad for you about that, right? Sorry, buddy. I got to award this to you. I don't feel good about it, but you are lonely at the bottom with that trophy this week. And as for Paul and the PC Police, yeah, I don't want to let you go empty-handed. I'm going to award you the Golden Dick Trophy for being a complete dick and asshole and making fun of this commish regarding my Week 4 wrap-up. You, my friend, can suck a gigantic cock. Let's take a look at the standings for Week 5 here in the PPFL. We're going to start with number 5 team. That is the Bears. Number 4, the Swine Smokers, losing ground. No surprise, surprise. Number 3, not happy about this. He's not. He texted me about it, friends. Orange County Astars, number 3 in the PPFL. Number 2 in the PPFL, the PC Police. And number 1 with a 5-0 record, Mr. Pedro Martinez, smallest. Number 1 in the PPFL. Congratulations, buddy. Have a great week. We'll see you for Week 6.